Hey folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's verified investing alerts video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. Today's date is Friday, October 16th, 2020. Don't forget, folks, you can follow me on Twitter at Gareth Soloway, as well as come to InTheMoneyStocks.com. My service is called Verified Investing Alerts for swing trading stocks, as well as Verified Options Alerts for swing trading options. All right, folks, let's get into it. I have some stocks I want to bring to your attention today. The first one is Tilray. Look for this to make a move over the next 2 weeks going into the election on a possible Democratic sweep. The Democrats have already made it very abundantly clear that they will legalize marijuana at a federal level. I love this inside bar bullish pattern here. I picked up some yesterday. Again, looking very nice. We're in the money, a few pennies at this point, but look at this move up and look at this inside bar bullish pattern. That is a classic bullish pattern. Some of you may know it as a cup and handle pattern. Generally, this pattern will lead to further upside. I have an upside target of over $11 on this name. That is an over 100% move potentially for this stock. All right, couple other stocks to go over here. I have to talk about Caterpillar. Caterpillar is up nicely today. That's not really the story I want to show you guys. This is the story here. There's a double top coming up around 173.50. This is going to be a good swing trade short. Not only is it a double top at this level, but what's intriguing me even more is that if you look at this pivot low right here, this is around the $67 level. If you double that, or I should say $87 level, if you double that, you get basically the 174 level as a 100% move. And what we know from stocks is that they pay very close attention to what's called measured moves and key even number moves. So, for instance, on a psychological basis, a 100% move off the lows in a stock will naturally bring out some sellers. The fact that that move is identical to the double top gets me very intrigued because it adds fuel to the selling pressure that could come forth. So watch Caterpillar at double top. Again, I would say 173.50 to 174, maybe reached as early as Monday, depending on what the stock does. And that, again, is a great swing trade short. Next, let's take a look at Boeing. Boeing had news today, folks. News on Boeing was that they basically got approved to bring back the 737 MAX. What I would say to you on this is that is no big deal. And the stock is telling you that. The stock's up 2% and change on this. It opened higher. It's already fading. And why isn't this a big deal? I mean, it would have been a big deal 6 to 8 to 10 months ago before COVID. But since then, we've had this major catastrophic collapse in the airline stocks. And the bottom line is, it doesn't matter if you have the best plane in the world approved to be sold if no one is ready to buy it. And all these airlines are in no shape. I mean, they're getting bailout money left and right from the government. They are in no shape to buy this. So, as great news as that is for Boeing in terms of the struggle that Boeing's been in for really, 2 years now with the 737 MAX, in terms of selling, it means nothing at this point. And that's why the stock is likely going to come back in here. I still have an ultimate downside target. This is a kind of a minor level here. We can erase it. This is where I think this stock is headed, minimally, which is $120. There's also a chance that at some point we see this thing at 105 to 106, but I think 120 is where it's headed over the next 3 months or so. So watch for that, folks. That should be something definitely to keep an eye on. Looking at the S&P 500, doing a quick little summary on this one, folks. S&P is up a little bit on the day. The spider's up about $1.70. We're kind of in the midst between here's a tail on the top, here's a tail on the bottom. That means we're right in the middle of the daily range. And again, here you had this nice sell-off, and this was classic options expiration action. The markets ran up on Monday sharply, getting a lot of people to buy calls. The institutions do not want to pay those calls out, so they're going to take the market in the opposite direction. So then the next 3 days, 1, 2, and we had a gap down yesterday, got a lot of people to go bearish. Okay, so you had the call buyers early in the week. By mid to late week, you had a lot of the put buyers. Then as soon as you get a lot of the put buyers, what do the institutions do? They bring the market right to the midpoint of the high and the low, where a majority of those options contracts are going to expire worthless. Remember, the options game is a rigged game. The institutions sell 95 to 98% of all options. The individual investor is the buyer, and the institution profits, they maximize their profit when those options expire worthless. Think about an option that you buy. Let's say it's $1 in the money and you buy it. Well, you're probably paying at least $1.50 for that, which means there's a 50% premium, plus if it expires worthless, the institution makes a full $1.50. The $1.50 is what the institution wants. That's their maximum gain. So by whipping the market on options X week up and then down and then back to the midpoint, they're ensuring that their payday on options expiration Friday is the maximum. And this is the game, folks. And if you're not smart and you don't understand this game, you're going to get caught off guards with this game. This is a classic game. It's one of the reasons why I never play weekly options going into options expiration, because it's a rigged game. Do I play options with multiple months out? Yes. In verified options, absolutely, because in over multiple months, you can make a lot of money in options. The options game, a lot of amateurs don't like to pay bigger premiums, so they buy short-dated expiration calls and puts, and they end up screwing themselves. And the institutions absolutely love you for it. They love you to the ends of the earth, because you're just basically transferring your wealth to them. And that's why Goldman Sachs had great profits this quarter. They just reported this past week. They said, hey guys, we made a lot of money. It's one of the few stocks that actually went up on the earnings for banks because of their trading profits. This is the game, folks. Learn it or you will lose your money. It's just that simple. All right. Bottom line is, next week we have lots of earnings. We're going to get more stuff on the election, I'm sure. Maybe some stimulus news, we'll find out. Come join us here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. If you come to our website, InTheMoneyStocks.com, look for my name, Gareth Soloway, and then under it, you'll see two services, one for swing trading, which is verified investing alerts, one for options, which is verified options alerts. Feel free to check out the track records. Come join me, and let's make some money. Take care.